Good morning, my historians and everybody else. So, this message is a personal one for me. And honestly, I probably will get a little emotional. I have been emotional since yesterday. It's almost going on 48 hours. Today will be 48 hours off of a video that I created or attempted to create. And God decided to take over and create pretty much a masterpiece about my life summed up over the last few years after my mother passed away. And I wanted to really explain to you all why this video has now become like just unintentional art for me because none of the images or videos were placed in any type of order. In the way that it landed made it a timeless story, like told by my mother um, or God. But either way, it's just very unexplained. And so I wanted to get into it because I'm a little long winded and I don't want to ramble on, but I just want to tell you um, how this video affects me. And I probably will cry. I'm going to try not to because it's going to slow me up. So I'm going to go from the beginning of the video to the very end. In the beginning of the video, Bree's cousin she's going to carry me throughout the entire video. We have talked about just being partners in different part of our life as far as business is concerned and doing things. And of course, you know how they say family and money just don't mix, right? And especially when it's your in-laws, because you never want to cause friction there. So she's very symbolic to me in a video because of the key parts that she plays and the words that's being said when the video show her. Okay, so she brings me into the video and it just shows me going through like Philly and the train station. I'm looking, it shows my wife's uncle's 80th birthday party, him playing the guitar, which I love, but it shows then her letting her nephew drive the car around in circles. And then right after that, it goes into Hair Chronicles, a story by Nina Sky, right? So that's the next image. And then that picture after that is an image of my mother, who is now deceased, going on 21 years in July. The next picture is my sister, who died in 2000, and this will be 20 years for her in October. And my mom always said she never wanted to bury her kids or have her kids pass away before her. And in the video, it starts with my mother and starts with my sister, not the opposite, not the other way around, but that way. So then last night, and some of this stuff I can't stop watching the video, so some of this stuff I'm still finding out. But the next part is me crying with roses in my hand. Now, the symbolism behind this part of the video is because my mom always said give women their roses when they're here, not when they're dead and gone. She said, I want my roses given to me while I'm here. And so, of course, my mom, she never had this opportunity to give me like roses, right? And so the next picture, I'm crying and I have roses in my hand. And then my wife's cousin is singing to me in a salon I used to work at. And and she's saying I love you. Now understand this part of the video that I just explained, I just literally realized late last night when I was talking to my wife. However, before then, the video brought up so much pain in these videos. I never talk about these images only because it was a very, very hurtful time. I don't want to throw salt on old wounds or anything like that, but when I first saw these images, it brought up the betrayal, it brought up the lies, it brought up torn friendships. It brought up so much hate and pain that like literally like jump in your car like kind of pain, right? And I had to realize that God was pulling me through, right? So the reason why I say it was very symbolic, because a lot of my past life that really, really bothered me, that place where all of that pain came back, it was as if he was saying to me, like, nah, I'm not about to leave you there. You don't even understand what's about to happen right here. So he literally starts with saying, you tried to hold me down, you tried to hold me back, but I became a soldier. And that part was very symbolic to me, because a lot of what I had gone through over these last few years was built on just that hate was my motivation. Like, I couldn't believe that this stuff happened to me from people that I thought were my friends. And so it started there, and I haven't touched those pictures in 10 years since that day. So now you see me crying holding the roses, and that's my younger niece sitting up there looking at me in the picture, because it goes kind of fast, but I wanted to break it down. Cheyenne is saying that she loves me. She's singing the song that I got married to. Then there's another picture of me holding roses, crying. The next picture is of me and Shana, my good friend, and that picture says my grandmother's birthday, my mother's mother. And I have a routine for my women that was really, really close to me. And so then the next picture it says the date of my grandmother's birthday on it, which again, I just realized that last night. The next picture is me and Fila and Mike Epps. And again, this is literally when I'm in this salon. I refuse to say their name. And in this salon, and basically that's where it starts to say, you tried to hold me down. Okay, powerful, right? I thought the same thing. And so from there it goes into, I became a soldier. The next picture is literally like me on my wife's back, we playing around, but it's almost like, again, the way I'm pulling her back is like I'm trying to climb over, right? But I'm not literally climbing. The next picture says that I was being Joan of Arc like crazy in Vegas, but my eyes, and the words in the song says something about being tempted, like these nasty deeds are trying to tempt me. Now, again, this video is very symbolic, because initially when it started, I used to always be asked, when you coming back? When you coming back? And in my head, I'd be like, I'm never coming back. So, all of these things is crazy. So thought about that. Then the next picture is just me and my sister, and the music is playing. The next part that I do know that is very symbolic was, you see my wife when she has on her purple shirt, and it literally looks like she's breaking chains when it says breaking chains. And then from there, the little faces are again timing with the music on, you tried to hold me back. And what he's saying, you thought I was food. I can't remember the words, but all of that. And it's like, I'm not going back. Like the little faces go with the beat. Okay. So then from there, because now I'm ahead of the video, so, and I don't want to really miss nothing. So, and this is my nieces and me and my wife. And then the next part, the next very symbolic thing to me was when we were in Vegas at the Hoodie Awards, and in that picture where we have on the all white, it says something about like the weight off my shoulders, or something like that burden being on your shoulders, or something about shoulders. And I'm literally leaning on my wife's shoulder in that picture, and me leaning on her shoulder is like she's carrying some of that weight, and she literally has. Like, let me tell you something, won't he do it? And then the next picture is me working out, and I'm taking a hammer over my head. And as soon as I take the hammer over my head, it says strength, like the song. Again, none of this was orchestrated by me. I literally selected pictures and videos, and God literally did the rest. He placed everything the way he wanted to place it, to relay this message to me that, honey, I have definitely received. And then it's my sister, and she's literally the only person in the video that's swinging head back and forth, and she's saying no to what he's saying again in the song, basically saying, I'm not going back. And even in that, it speeds up and it slows down. Then she says, she has her shirt on that says Star Wars. Everybody know that I am, going through this journey of becoming a star in my own right, like just literally with some of the moves that I'm making and what I'm trying to do in my career. So I thought that was very symbolic. I'm trying to fast forward some. Even my wife, when she's dancing with the red cup, we tried to figure out what were the words on the actual TV. What did it say? And it said, did you know? Even that times up perfectly with what the song is saying. And so it's almost like every time it pans to the TV, it's almost like, yeah, did you know? Hello, won't he do it? And So she's dancing. It shows my sister, my one of my close friends in the song. When it's saying this fire is keeping me alive, she's pointing at my t-shirt, which again, cross in the middle represent my faith. I always say it's covered in the blood of Jesus. Again, the roses are symbolic of my mom. Give women their roses while they're here. No color. I don't believe in color, so I believe that in diversity. So it's a negative face. Negative color for the face. So again, she's pointing to the shirt saying this fire is keeping me alive. Always say my shirt's covered in the blood of Jesus. It's your armor. It's going to protect you from evil. Every time it says keeping me alive or whatever, and it shows my client, it's basically saying Hair Chronicles. My clients, my passion, my salon is keeping me alive. And so then it goes into my wife and her friends. It says the strength thing again. The next thing, this shirt ends up coming up. When this shirt comes up, it's me saying breaking, and it's literally on. Hold on, oh yeah, so it literally says breaking. That's what it says on the shirt. Then my client, she comes on there, and again, listen to the words as it go along, but her shirt says classic never dies. And so even on that, the way she's doing the music, then my father and my sister, when they come in, my sister and my father, they are like they are not my yes men, and they let me know, they give me that constructive criticism. And again, the words that it's saying on that part, and saying how, my heart, and even when it fades out on that, it goes back into Bree cousin basically driving. And I think in this part it says something about stronger, and so it shows an arrow on the ground, and the camera pans over to Christian, basically saying like, we're gonna go through this together and become stronger. And then it shows my wife dancing. I love that part. It's almost like her friend, well, she did know because I was telling her literally to move out the way, but again in the song she's literally moving out the way to just focus on my baby. And even when she's shaking her little butt, again she's saying like, yeah, I'm breaking these chains. Because remember, a lot of what was driving me in the beginning was that hate that I felt for that situation, that betrayal that had happened in my life. And so basically, that if this song, those pictures brought it back up. And so it's like breaking these chains, like, yeah, I'm out. Like, I'm not going to worry about that more. Like, this fire is keeping me alive. Talking about my clients, my family, the people that I've met, the relationships I've grown, me wrote in a book, my best friend. All of those pictures end up starting to come in after you see my wife dance, like literally start to come in. It didn't show my best friend in the beginning. My best friend passed away in August of 2019. And it didn't show him in the beginning. And so when I watched this video, and I almost erased this video, and I was trying to make this video be so perfect, and not realizing like just how everything kind of correlated together, even down to the pictures that it pulled back from the front. It pulled the pictures of me and Fela. It didn't pull the pictures of the people who was in the background of that image when all of that pain and hurt. But it pulled the pictures of my mom and my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did the camera know to go back there? I didn't place those there because remember, I just did it blindly. So none of whatever was selected in the beginning should not have ended up at the end. And then how did it cut and slice and end up like that? Now, I am not familiar with Canva, and I will have to say that I believe that I hit something on it that said breathe. And I think that that's what it did. It created like a flow to my video. But even that flow was like, wow, like God created that flow. And the last thing is going out the video. It's the arrow. Christians driving me out of the video, and it's saying something about keeping me alive. And it's again us in that arrow and us going up. And then the last part, I added in because I just love those images. And those were some of the images that I was using to trying to fill those gaps, and I liked how the pictures looked. But when I saw the pictures, and so when I saw those images, it was just like, wow, they really look good in the video, but again, it would not fit. I tried to fix it, it would not fit. And so I'm not sure how God did that. I mean, He is God after all, but all I can say is that this video has brought tears to my eyes. It was on the first try. I thought it was messed up, and only to find out that everything landed perfectly, exactly where it should be, is timeless for me, and it means so much.